welcome to World Carp Classic 2021, and what a fantastic year this looks like being. We've had a whole year since the last event, and of course the current record of 29.8 kilos is there to be broken. But there's lots and lots of excitement as everybody will start to arrive at Lac de Medine for this event over the next couple of days. Tomorrow night we've got the welcome party, and everybody will be in the new Bivy City area, so that's fantastic. It's a great new area. And of course there's lots of preparation that's gone on from anglers all over the world to come and participate in this event. In addition to that, there's been a great team of people working hard behind the scenes to stage this event this year, and lots of work that'll be happening. So registration today, which is Friday, that will continue on Saturday. Saturday night will be the event party, and the celebration will take place in advance, of course, of the all-important peg draw on the Sunday. Well, there are clearly some favourite pegs, but what's happened at Lac de Medine over the past is it's thrown up lots of different anomalies. All of a sudden, fish are being caught in different areas. And one thing's for sure this year, the water level is probably the highest I've ever known it. It's right the way up to the top. So let's see where these huge Medine carp are going to get caught from, and see who'll be claiming the World Carp Classic Champions title of 2021.
First, we expect a really good drawing. We still don't know if we're gonna draw or they will be done by organizers. But after that, we would like to have a nice bag with lots of big fishes and good winds, good conditions. So we always think positive, and we're really enjoying this year World Cup Classic.
We are the defending team, you know. We expect good condition for everyone, many bites and big fish, of course.
2 times there was fish caught 29.8, it's very close. Every year there is more and more people coming in, and more beta fish are growing, and those both fish which was caught 29.8, there was young fish, so they're still active, still eating, we hope, and we probably be sure there is fish here 30 kilo. If it's gonna be caught, I think so, because it's 106 teams times 6 rods, it's many rods, many chances to catch them, so let's hope it's gonna be with us this year.
I think in this year we'll be catch 30 kilo plus carp in 100%. Weather is changing, you know, weather condition. In the middle of the week we have not so good condition, but very good for the big fish, you know. Many rain has come, yes? It's very good condition.
What I think which is changing in this competition is the fact that Lac de Medine is producing more bigger fish. What you see the last few years is that to win the competition, now you need to catch over 75 kilos with your 3 big fish. The good thing is that I've seen the quality of the anglers move up as well, especially anglers that come back every year and every time improve themselves, know the lake better, have fished more areas. What you see is that the repeaters benefit from the fact that they're here all the time.
Me and my team is very excited about this year, you know. It's a special time for us, it's a defending time, you know.
Dobry wiatr, uśmiech, dużo uśmiechu.
Good wind, lots of smile, that's our strategy.
I've always enjoyed, especially Medine. I like Bolsena as well, quite a lot as well, and it's just something most of my fishing is like quite sort of laid back, and it's not match fishing. You know, I don't want to go match fishing every week. I just want to relax by a carp lake and enjoy everything about it. And but I always look forward to one match a year, or one competition a year, and that's the World Carp Classic, because you know, when you've been coming so many years as I've been coming, you meet up with old friends, and that's the only time you see those people. You know, once a year, and and the atmosphere is always good. And Medine, to be honest with you, I think Medine is the spiritual home of the World Carp Classic, and it's just lovely to see here, lovely to be here. We keep on trying. Fortunately, I've had along with Tim Paisley, I've won at Medine, and second place with Rob Tuff in Bolsena. And to be honest with you, I think it's chasing that feeling. You know, when you might not be the best carp angler in the world, but when you stand up on that podium for that moment in time, that's a special moment. That winning is something special when you stand up on the top of that podium. Tim coming to Medine, he was always, every year he used to say, I'm not coming anymore, Jacko, you know, and then suddenly it's like a drug, isn't it? You know, you keep on going, you know, and I mean, when we fished together in 2017 when we won, the collective age of the pair of us was 140 years. I was 60 years old and Tim was 80 years old at the time, so you know, so two old fellas, like, you know, still doing it. And but you know, but after 2017 we had a bad draw the next year, and I think it coincided with the anniversary of the World War I ending in this area or something, and I can always remember Tim saying to me, right, this is where World War I ended, this is where my coming to Medine ends as well, and he hasn't been back since, you know, but then again the man's 80 odd years old, so you know, and but no, I've had some great times here, great times fishing with Tim. This year I'm fishing with two French fellas, Stefan and Sebastian, and I'm really looking forward to that. And you know, they might have a little bit of a language problem, not so much me understanding them, it's them understanding me with my South East London accent. But I'm sure it would be great, you know, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah!
Well, here we are, Lac de Medine, a fantastic freshwater lake, which is the ideal environment for carp, which are the target species of the anglers at this competition. There's several different types of carp, but basically in Lac de Medine they grow to absolutely massive sizes. Fantastic lake, fantastic fishing, superb fish. Now, one of the things that we have to make certain is these fish are cared for, are looked after, that we invest in their future. So when we catch these fish, we are so careful with them. The special nets designed not to damage the scales, the fins or the fish in any way. Landing mats that are spread out. Now, a landing mat, for those of you that don't know, it's a bit like a mattress but for fish. We like them to be nice and comfy and have something to sit on so as they are safe. The other thing is we always have a large container of water so as we can keep putting water over those fish as we get set up. One of the main things that we try to do to reduce the stress on any of the fish is to get them turned around as quickly as possible. We then set up with our scales, etc., because everything is weighed, not measured. Once that is done, there are several quick photographs with cards in the background saying the weight of the fish, etc. Pictures are taken, the fish is then carefully returned to the water, and at all times that fish is watched to make certain that it can swim away safely so as it is there next year, even larger when we come back to catch it. Now, the anglers are going to be out on the water for a long time. They're basically fishing for a week. So it's almost as if they have to go camping for a week and take everything with them, as well as all the fishing tackle. The anglers will be staying in tents that we call bivvies, green domes, lovely comfortable beds inside. They take with them everything. Some take generators, portable showers. It is a home from home. All their food, all their bait, everything. The logistics are just amazing to see. When you walk onto some of the pegs, we call it pegs, that's where the anglers sit and fish from, you can see showers hanging from trees. Every comfort you have at home, they have at the bank. It's amazing to see it.
Well, this is the moment. World Carp Classic 2021 is about to start the peg draw. You can feel the tension amongst all the anglers. They've been down in the wet, in the rain to actually do the photograph for the official photograph of the competition. They've come back and they want to come up on stage, draw that peg and hope it's the one that they've been looking for. Really important moment. They need to get the peg they want, and from there, they're there for the week. And it will then decide whether or not they catch the big one, win the event, or how well they do in this year's competition. So registration was completed yesterday. All the COVID checks were done. All the anglers have passed. They've got negative COVID checks, which is great. So then from there, we of course then went into something which was important as well, the party. Great party last night. The band played and it was great source of entertainment. Great atmosphere. There really was a fantastic atmosphere as the anglers really got together and sort of celebrated the occasion. Some seeing each other again and for the first time in a long time. And then of course today. Well, today is the all-important day because this is the day for the peg draw. Well, you might be able to see behind me, we've got some windsurfers around on the water. Do you know what happens? Windsurfers need wind. That's going to give us a bit of a challenge. So what we're going to do today is when the peg draw is done, the anglers that have the pegs on the shore, from 4:30 we're going to drive around and go onto their pegs and get installed there. The anglers on the small island will be able to go out to the small island, and what we'll then do is we'll take all the other anglers to the main island, to the dark side. That will be done tomorrow morning, which is something we've historically done. No pressure, relaxed, despite the wind, and despite these guys on the windsurfers even wearing crash helmets. That's got to give you an idea of what the weather conditions are like out there. But clearly safety comes first. That's the most important thing. We've got time, no stress, let's enjoy it. We're here to enjoy it and get this World Carp Classic 2021 finally underway.
Well, I'm down at the marina, and as you can see, it's a hive of activity. There's people pumping up boats left, right and centre. Some are doing it by foot. Some people have got electric pumps, which makes the job easier. It's been like this for the last 2.5 hours, and there's still queues of guys and girls waiting to get onto the island. It's a logistical nightmare, but Ross and his team have been doing this for years and years and years. They really know what they're doing. Everything's running really, really smoothly. To be honest with you, I'm quite blown away at the sheer scale of the operation. There's so many anglers fishing on the island, coordinating, getting everyone to their pegs, you know, in good time, ready for the kick-off at 2 p.m. is hard work, but they're doing a bloody good job. Now this is a really important part of the operation. Getting these boats loaded and packed correctly is essential. You know, you can see how much gear they're putting on these little boats. You know, the weight displacement's got to be just right. You can understand why Ross called it off yesterday afternoon in all that wind to taking the boats across to the island. You know, a little bit of rocking, everything could go flying. These guys know what they're doing. They're strapping everything down and making sure the weight's in the right place. I mentioned earlier that I'd love to be fishing this event, but just being here, seeing all these guys and girls, meeting all the anglers, full of anticipation of what's going to happen. You know, they've got 112 hours of solid fishing ahead of them, and I've seen the photographs, I've heard the stories of the fish that are in Lake Medine. I'm really, really hopeful of seeing something special on the bank over the next week.
Finally, we're ready to get the start of this event underway. I love this bit. It means all the anglers are on the pegs. It means I actually get to play around with some pyrotechnics, light the fuse. There's a big bang, and that's great fun thing to see. All the anglers, all the boats suddenly going out onto the different areas, out to their pegs. There's huge excitement with this year's event, and the feedback we're getting about the pegs and the weather conditions and everything. And yeah, just a few minutes to go. So anyway, I better get ready, light the fuse, and we'll be up and running. World Carp Classic 2021 is finally about to start. Good luck, everybody. A success in the event. Good luck to the marshalling team. Thanks to all the sponsors, partners, and everything else. And let's get ready. It's about to happen.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2021 World Carp Classic.
That's it. It's underway finally. Despite COVID, despite the weather conditions, despite everything else, that's it. World Carp Classic this year is underway. Good luck, everybody. Enjoy. I'm with Hans Sissons. They're down at peg number 20 at Medina in the World Carp Classic. Hans, a former World Carp Classic champion, you've done tremendously well in this event, not just on one occasion, but consistently over the years. You've done it again. You know, you and your team have caught a fish in this competition, and you're up and running, you're on the leaderboard.
We reset our goals all the time. You know, we start with let's first try to catch one fish. Then it's let's try to get 3 fish. Then it's like let's get ourselves into the top 20, which you are registering very well on the list on the website. And from top 20, we're going to struggle ourselves back into the top 3, and then try to win the event. So it's bits by bits, you know. Don't look at the World Carp Classic like, oh, it's too big for me, I can't win it. Everybody can compete and everybody can give it a try. So,
well, you're in a section, you're in the Bear Creek section here at the moment, and the water levels are different to how they've been in previous years. How do you think that's going to alter the fishing this year?
For sure, that if the water levels is more high, fish get back more into the shores. There's lots of weed here. There's weed all over Medina, I know, but this area here is from here packed to the other bank. It is packed with weed. Now that the water levels come up, that means that the shores where the reeds are, there's more water there, and it is interesting to fish it. So we don't need to go out for that very far. Just put it on the left and on the right in front of here, and you catch your fish.
We're in Bear Creek section. We're on peg 22, and that means one thing. We had a call in the middle of the night that they caught a big fish. It's the biggest fish of this section, and it is with
the team from Carp Sport Blanc Brothers.
Yeah.
Yes! And the weight is 16 a pound 8.
16 kilos, 8?
16
kilos, okay.
0.8.
Exactly.
Sorry.
You've got a nice spot here, clearly. You've got the biggest fish of the section so far. Lots of fish being caught here. What are your thoughts?
The spot is really nice outside. We have found from pirate treasure, pirate ships, and also weed outside. No, it's a really nice spot here. It's awesome. It's awesome. Really awesome. You can see it. And we hope we can catch more big ones. The key, it's not really in the spot. It's outside. Fishing outside of the spot in a small area, not on the ship, on the pirate ship. We are outside, and we hope we can fish more big fish. And yes, it's looking good outside. We have spots in deep water and not so deep, and then 1 meter, and we can change always when the weather change and when the wind come outside. We are change the spots. I think it's good.
So just over 26% of the competition run so far. A 22.8 kilo carp has been caught. It's been caught at the far end of the lake. And other pegs on the dark side, they've caught 2 big carp as well, over 19 kilos. But also there's plenty of small fish that have come out. The weather conditions have been up and down. We've had plenty of wind today. There's been rainbows. The fish at night are the ones that are being caught predominantly. So we're looking with great anticipation in terms of what's going to get caught tonight. The traps are set. And of course, as we ease into the morning, into bite time as well, we're going to have the media team ready to follow the story and keep everybody updated. This event is about teamwork and teams working together. We're down on peg number 20 in the Bear Creek section earlier on today. They caught a fish of just over 5.5 kilos. We're back down here again today, and it's a bigger fish. I'm down here with the team from Carp Connections. Guys, congratulations. You've got a bigger one in the sack at the moment.
Yes, we have, and we are all happy. We're working hard, searching a lot of small places, and hope the fish will come, but they come. When you have a good polarized sunglasses, you can see a lot in shallow water. We have also
Wily X, it's Wily X. The looking glass, you know, the orange thing that you can put
underwater.
Yeah, I know the English name for that.
Yeah, when we were searching for the good spot, we saw a fish, and probably it was this one.
This is going to be a cracking night. We've had another call. We've come down to peg 23 in the Bear Creek section. They've caught a stunning 18 kilo plus common. And they found areas where the fish are clearly in at the moment. They've found the tracks, they've got their baits, they've got the trap set, they're confident of catching more. It's not going to be the last time we're down here tonight, I think. Another huge call, another big fish. We're on peg 97 on the PB product section. And do you know what? It's somebody's personal best. So PB products, personal best, Magical Medine. Congratulations, guys. You've got a stunning carp on this thing there.
In fact, it's a great start for us. We didn't expect any run, but this is much too big for us. It's excellent.
So this is your personal best?
Yes.
How are you feeling?
Happy! Polska, massive bites! Yeah! It's a miracle to be here. It's fantastic adventure for us. It's brilliant. We have no more words to say.
It was a long way from Denmark, one qualifier, so catch a fish on the second day, that's just perfect start.
You got all the guys back in Denmark, so send your best wishes as well?
Yeah, we are happy for the support from Denmark. There are a lot of Danish flags always when there come some updates, something like that.
Yeah,
so
it's great to see.
It's great to be back and great to be here, and yeah, we will try.
And great to be on the leaderboard as well.
Great to be on the leaderboard as well, exactly.
We had the news, peg 61 on the big island of the quarter fish, and we got the full media team to come over here. Team captained by Jonathan Roth, and he's got his great anglers participating with him on this peg. Guys, congratulations, and you've got one on the bank.
Yes, one on the bank. It's perfect for the beginning. It was a little bit hard the two first day. We caught a few breams and one catfish, and this morning we have the surprise to catch a nice common.
A nice
pink common from Medine. Perfect.
Pink.
Yes, it's
pink, brown,
no, un peu rose.
Un peu rose.
Yes, little bit pink. Yes, like the Pink Panther.
the pink. We could name it the Pink Panther.
Yes.
So, okay, so you've caught your first fish. You've clearly got other fish in the area, and the wind is blowing in here. What are your thoughts now, and about your tactics?
It's really hard in this area. We have not a lot of spots to fish. A little few. It's like a football place. It's going slowly down, and yes.
I'm on peg 24. It's the dark side. It's taken us quite a while to get here, but the full media team are here. That only means one thing. There's been fish caught, but not one fish, two fish, three fish, four fish on this peg. And it's really exciting to see what's going on, guys. You're currently, I'm with the leaders of the World Carp Classic. 41% of the event's gone so far. How are you feeling?
Well, feeling just very, very fine. Yeah, enjoying our time, having a good time together, and well, good fish. Yeah.
So you have caught some good fish here. They're all fairly consistent size-wise. 17 kilos, 19 kilos, 19 kilos, and a small one. Have you seen what's chasing you on your tails?
Well, the big ones, isn't it? We need a bigger one to keep our position, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. No worry.
Well, what you can see here, if you just let me just share this with you. Look, this is you with 55.2 kilos. 47.1 kilos is just behind. But look, you see, they've got an 8 kilo fish, an 18.8 kilo, and 20.3. So if they replace their 8 kilo, that's kind of one thing. And then in third place with Hans Sissing. You know Hans Sissing? Yeah.
The Predator.
The Predator,
yes,
yeah. He's got a 21.5 kilo, which is a good fish. 15.6 and a little tiddler of 6.8. So if he changes that one, That puts him in the lead as well.
Well, but don't worry about Hans because we had an agreement and he won't catch any bigger fish anymore. Thank you, Hans. Thank you.
But no, I think the camaraderie about this event, I mean, you know, it's. Do you start to feel the tension building up? Because 41% of the competition gone, you are in the lead. That's quite something.
Well, I must say, I think for the three of us, there's no tension at the moment, not at all. We're just aiming on keeping the section, and if we have the section, well, let's try to reach up to the big stage, see what's in there. Yeah, but for the moment, just a section, it's okay. We're enjoying our time.
Really cool. These guys are the cool guys from the Netherlands. Cool ice. Cool ice.
World Carp Classic!
We're just coming up to halfway through this year's competition, and what is incredible is the big fish are now starting to come out. I'm on peg number 40. We've just weighed a 26 kilo fish in. Now that's the second fish they've had in the last 2 hours. They had one slightly earlier on, so they've now had 3 fish from this peg. Right over the other side on the big island, they're starting to catch as well. The big fish are coming out now. It's going to be a really exciting night. Just over halfway through the competition, we're back down on peg number 40. We were down here last night when they weighed in a huge carp of over 26 kilos. We're back down here again because they've caught another one which is over 21 kilos. This team is in the lead. They're leading the competition, as I said, just over halfway through. Big fish are now starting to come out from different areas of the lake. Over by the bird sanctuary there was a 20 kilo plus carp. On the big island there's big carp that have been caught as well. It really is very, very tense. As we go into the latter part of this event, it's really going to be interesting to see whether they can hold on to the lead. The teams that are chasing them, because of the 3 fish system, this is all to play for. This is far from over. There's a long way to go still. We're on peg number 7 in the Dynamite Baits Carp Spirit section. Great news, there's a huge carp being caught. It's a carp of over 24 kilos. Congratulations, guys.
We are very happy with this big fish. We sit in the BV and had breakfast, and it goes beep beep beep.
And then what happened?
Then we jumped out from the BV. Jumped out into the boat and drive out. And when we first time we are so happy we see the fish in the net, and we know that's a really big fish.
The fact you've caught a fish of that size, that is a type of fish that you need to be on the leaderboard.
Yes, the fish is really important, so we work harder for the next 2 fishes, and then we have a look.
I'm down here with the team from Mozambique. A long way to come to the World Carp Classic from Mozambique. How are you finding it over here?
Well, it's actually been a journey to get here. I mean, with all COVID that is going on and the restrictions and so on. But it's very good to be here. Something that we've been looking forward to. And I mean, it's anything that we expected and more. It's what we're getting here. So it's a very nice experience. And as I said, it's been a journey to get here. Medina is not an easy venue. If you're not used to it, so we're learning a lot, and you need to adapt the whole time. But we're still very positive. We've got a strategy, sticking to it, and hopefully that it will pay off. I mean, in 2019, the Russian team won the comp on the Thursday night with 3 fish. So it's possible to do it from here going forward.
Carol, when weather conditions and when fishing is tough, how do you decide on what boilie to use?
Rozhoduje se podle aktivity ryb.
It's important about activity of the fish.
Vždycky mám nějakého favorita, toho dám.
you always have some kind of favorite of
ale
yours
potom,
who you trust
ale
to?
potom se rozhoduju podle toho, jak reagují ryby.
But then he is deciding in order to the reaction of the fish and of the lake and of all the things which are happening around here.
Například teď hodně mi brali sumci, chytal jsem hodně sumců.
So for example now he was having a lot of catfish.
Tak jsem boilies, který obsahovalo hodně rybí moučky, tak jsem úplně vyřadil.
So he just took out, he was having troubles with the catfish, so he took out all the krill boilies which are made out of fish or krill powders, and he just went to a sweet little pop-ups or to a sweet favorite boilies.
How do you decide on the size of boilies? Because there's lots of different sizes.
Tohle je otázka, někdy je to revír od revíru, protože jsou revíry, kde nechytnete na velký boilies kapra, nechytnete. A jsou zase revíry, kde musíte nasazovat velký boiliesy. Chce to zkušenosti, jo, mít přehled prostě všeobecný.
It's a really tricky question because there is some places, some lakes, rivers where the fish are just accepting small size boilies. Then there are some places where they just accept big size of boilies. So it's a really complicated question, but co třeba tady teďka na Madin?
Na Madin kapři se dají chytat ještě furt naštěstí i na velký boiliesy, ale možná někdy přijde doba, kdy se bude muset chytat na malý kuličky, ale zatím to ještě
At Madin, at this moment, you're still really able to catch the fish with big size boilies, but he thinks that it's gonna move on to little pop-ups in the future.
Určitě pro začínajícího nebo mírně pokročilého rybáře je to složitý. Oni potom mají strašně druhů, prostě nevědí kam šáhnout, ale čím víc člověk chytá, tak už to tak složitý není, už na to vždycky velice rychle přijde.
It's always for the beginners and beginning anglers, it's always hard to decide what size, what flavor, because they buying just so many types of boilies, but throughout the years, as you moving on and you becoming more advanced angler, and then if you're a pro like Karel, you have your favorites. You have like 3 types of boilies which you use, and that's the thing for all conditions of fishing, and you know exactly what to do. So it depends on the angler you are at the end.
Well, that's it. So a good angler, a good bait, and that's how you become world champions. Congratulations, guys. It's great to be in such distinguished company.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ross.
I'm at the World Carp Classic with England lad Rob Tuff, and he's just given me a demonstration of the new Bear Creek's Scavenger Pro. Well, it's not new, it's been out for a while, but it's new to me. The Scavenger Pro bait boat, which is a pretty impressive bit of kit, I must say. I've got a bait boat myself, I'm not going to say which one, but there's a couple of functions on this that are superb for France, for what you're doing here now.
We're not actually using the bait boat for the fishing for the week at the moment because of the weather's been so bad. Obviously today it's very benign. It's perfect for the So we use it as a secondary echo sounder, so we can go and scan without going out in the dinghy. We can scan sort of up to 300 metres,
right,
and it's giving us a reading.
That's
depth.
quite important, I suppose. If you turned up to start this competition and it was like this, you send the boat out, zip around, and you get a rough idea of
you get a general
areas, and then you can go out on the big boat.
Exactly, local with the dinghies, So you could just go out very quickly. You can scan a whole area and you get the drop-offs very quickly. And then you can waypoint areas just to go back and have a look at with your dinghy or something a bit later on.
But there's a function on the boat that we were just talking about. You set your home point for a reason, because you know if you're using the bait boat for your fishing, you send it out to where you want to drop your bait. You drop your bait, drop your rig, press a button, and it comes straight back to you. You don't have to stand there with the joystick.
But the attractive thing about that obviously is once you've dropped your lead and your rig and your bait, and you're bringing it back, rather than have to hold the controls for like 5-10 minutes, you put them down, set your rod, tighten your line, set your bobbins on, make yourself a cup of tea, beep beep, there it is, it's home, it's like 5 yards down, just bring it in.
And the same thing works in the opposite. You can start from home with your bait and your rigs, and then go waypoint 1. I've just had a fish off there, boom, waypoint 1, and it will take itself there and stop.
They have a purpose in certain situations, and this is a brilliant situation.
In a competition situation, it's a definite edge.
Yeah, well, it is an edge, and it definitely gives you information that you might not have, or might take you a lot longer to have. So it's good for that.
And there we go, Bear Creek Scavenger Pro. Check it out.
I'm on peg 83 in the bird sanctuary. This is one of the favoured swims in the competition. It's done very well in the past. It's an area that Hans Sissing and his team were in contention for the lead of the competition last year, and in fact it's next door to the swim that won the event last year. But anyway, we've had a call this morning. Big fish down on this peg with the team, 19 kilos.
Good morning, Madine.
Absolutely, yeah, it is. It's a beautiful way to wake up.
Yes, we catch this night the third carp. That's very cool. Yes, it's the first time we catch three fishes, three carps. Yes, last year we get one and lost some, but this is a premiere for me and my friends, my team. Yes, Dominic and I was on the water, and Gerard was here, and we get a bite on another rod, right? Yeah? And we comes back and we catch it. Yes,
right.
It's very lucky. We must say very, very lucky.
So you were actually on the water, sorting some baits out and stuff.
300 meters. Yeah, but we get it.
It was a very long time.
A long time, yeah. A long time for her.
Yeah. So what were you doing? Just hanging on to the rod?
He stands on the water, in the water, and can nothing do. Nothing. We need all fish, every fish we need, but he can nothing to have.
50 minutes stand at the water.
Right.
Yeah.
It's incredible going around this lake at Lac de Medine. It's such a big lake, so many great fish, and we're being called from one place to another. We're right at the far end on peg 23. We've had to come right the way around the other side of the lake to the bird sanctuary. Then we get another call. Oh crikey, the dark side. We're off to the dark side. That's a big old trek through the woods, and we could be gone a while. But anyway, it's so exciting to see what's happening in this year's World Carp Classic. It really is going to be living up to its name, a true classic, with the winners only being really identified right at the end. It's so close.
Well, here we are on peg 38 on the dark side. We've finally made it here with Lee Jackson and his teammates, Stefan and Sebastian. And they have just caught a 23 kilo fish. Stefan, you caught it, didn't you?
Yes, but all team.
Yeah, it's always a team job. It's always a team effort. Right, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, this is your first fish.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, like, in the words of Rod Hutchinson, last gasp whacker.
Yes. So you need two more fish.
Two more fish.
And you've done it before to win it.
Yeah, and we can do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. We're very confident. We can possibly, with luck, catch one or two more.
Absolutely.
And if they're the size of that,
you're going to be right in contention.
Yeah, we could win.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yes, as a weather change since yesterday. And
the wind swung round, isn't it, from to the northeast?
Yeah.
When you catch a fish in this event, whenever I go fishing, if I catch one carp, I know I'll keep on doing the same.
Yeah.
Depths are critical.
Yeah.
In these big places, you know. So we.
Fingers crossed
we'll see.
For a few more. Yeah. Well, I wish you the best of luck.
We're in HQ, then a call came through. Peg 100 has got a big one. Everybody's shot in the cars, we've come down to the peg, and it was a 25.6 kilo common. Absolutely fantastic fish, caught by the team from Lawrence. Guys, 4 days with no fish, all of a sudden, screaming run, huge common.
Yeah, really nice fish. An amazing common. As you said, nothing during the first 4 days, and then the run. Then we put the line on the good swim. We come back, we start talking with you, and then
another run.
Yeah, on a run. But a big catfish, something like 1.80 meters. So it's a bit disappointed, but okay.
But nevertheless,
maybe just I don't know. It's 10 p.m. Right now, so we still have 10 hours.
Yeah,
10 hours to go. So one fish per hour. No, but it's good.
Using the Lawrence equipment, you're able to find the spot precisely each time.
Yes, we use marker, but it's just during the night to avoid to take another line with the boat or something like this. But I'm always a guy who have a look to the sonar, and like this I can find the point just good, because the wind at the beginning of the week was like this, and then like this, and the marker is still moving a bit.
Yeah.
But the GPS point is still correct. So
yeah.
This is why the marker is more to have a direction, and then to be really to put your hook on a good place. We use the sonar.
This is a sort of early morning call you don't mind getting. Big fish on peg 23 in the World Carp Classic on the Bear Creek section. The media team have got up, we've rushed down here, and yes, it is a big fish. 25 kilos, absolutely stunning.
Oui, c'est un super beau poisson, c'est un poisson qu'on n'attendait pas forcément parce qu'on pensait, on a fait un petit poisson en début de soirée et on commençait à croire qu'on...
They've got a floating rod, one rod they're moving around during the course of every day. The area they moved the new rod to, they spent 3 hours trying to find out where the spot was. They didn't use any motors, they've been really, really quiet about it. And then from that, they found the spot, and it's that one that's actually performed and got 25 kilo. They changed their bait and tactics as well, and found that spot that the big one was on.
On l'a posé à vue avec l'aquascope, et c'était la bonne, quoi. C'était vraiment une tâche, un espèce de couloir entre les herbiers.
Pas de moteur, pas d'éco-sondeur, que à la rame.
Tout à la rame.
Aquascope, faut être silencieux au maximum.
It's really important they're actually searching for that last fish. This is, as we're going to the last night, they need a big fish. This one has certainly put them right up there. It's going to put them probably second on the leaderboard at this point in time. That really is going to be snapping on the heels of the current leaders, and clearly they've got big fish in this area. Just after 2 o'clock in the morning, we've got a phone call. We need the big boy scales. The 27 kilo scales aren't big enough. And what's so exciting is the fact that it's a 30 kilo plus! This is absolutely incredible. We've been waiting over 25 years nearly for this fish to actually come out, and to beat this record. I mean, 29.8 kilos, 29.8 kilos, and then the people that have caught the biggest fish over the years, it's been incredible. And I don't know, it's really emotional, really is coming down here. It's something that everybody's been waiting to see, and now it's finally happened. Let's have a look. This is the first sighting of it. Oh my goodness me, look at the size of that. That is absolutely incredible. That is ginormous. Oh, that's it. World Carp Classic!
Jeżeli mogę coś powiedzieć, to jest nowa historia, ale trzeba pamiętać, to nie jest mój big fish, to jest big fish Adama, Roberta i mój. To jest nasz big fish! World Carp Classic!
We're just coming to the last few minutes of the competition, and to go round and actually unofficially crown the new World Carp Classic champions. It's been an incredible event. There's been some fantastic fish caught, all sorts of different areas of the lake. Again, this lake isn't predictable, it really isn't, but what it has done is actually thrown up a magnificent carp prize, the biggest fish in the history of the World Carp Classic this year.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah!
Roaring motion, that's it. Congratulations, you're unofficially the World Carp Classic champions of 2021. So, you can celebrate now and relax. That's it. That's it. Come on,
World
been a spectacular event. We've had all sorts of things thrown at us. We've battled through, we've made this event happen. We are people that make things happen. We don't just talk about them. I think the spirit that this World Carp Classic has been competed in is absolutely the ethos of angling spirit. That each and every one of the competitors, each and every one of you that's been in this event, you all deserve a round of applause from us, the event organisers and the marshalling team and the event sponsors, and thanking you for competing in this competition. About to be crowned the World Carp Classic champions of 2021.